Ready? You comfy?
I'm so comfy. Are you comfy?
I'm ready for me to tuck you in?
It's slumber party time.
Hi, friends. I'm Piper Quinn.
And I'm Skye from Sunny and Skye.
Yay. And today I wanted to have a conversation with Skye about kind of what our new blossoming relationship is and what that means. And I thought it would be nice to share all of that with you as we kind of discover and talk about it and explore all of that together.
All the fun, nervous, exciting, wonderful things.
So, of course, we're matching.
And we're fucking adorable.
At a girls' slumber party. This has been so fun.
It has been fun. This is the first, time I've had with a woman in, a romantic way.
Yeah.
Not for just content reasons.
It's been really interesting to, break that barrier and, kind of move from, okay, there's a little bit of comfort in making content.
Yes.
And then there's also walls that it puts up. It's comfortable because you're we're doing a thing.
Yeah. Camera's on. We're in that mode.
So you don't have to go through the questioning of should I initiate? Do they want to initiate? You talk about it because it's for the sake of making content. But doing that outside of that context is
it's kind of it reminds me of when Sunny and I first got together and there was just that sexual energy and you're just
yeah.
Where do you play with this energy? Because it's really fun to have it, but it's also it's there.
Yeah,
so.
Totally. I think in general with men, I've always just been more sure.
Yeah.
It's usually, if a man is acting like they adore you and like you, it's pretty obvious that there's sexual attraction there or romantic attraction. And that's not always assumed with women because you can be very oh my God, you're beautiful. And I think you're beautiful. And they can be saying things to you and they could also be straight.
Right. And you're are you flirting? Are you being nice?
Yeah. So there's a lot, I think there's a bigger question mark with.
Well, and with men, that roadmap of okay, we're into each other. It's kind of a similar roadmap of where we go from here. And with women, I'm just I'm in the car with you.
Yeah.
And it's exciting.
We're doing stuff.
We're driving.
Yeah. And that's why I did want to just kind of get out in the open of okay, so we've kind of said that we're we're girlfriends. We're also best friends at this point. We met 3 months ago.
We've seen each other every month in different states.
And this is my best friend.
We do all the things together. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if right away, I don't know. I always have reservations with women, right? And meeting you with content, we had that in mind. That's what we were doing. And then I was okay, I would love for something to be more than here, but I didn't have that expectation. Mm-hmm. And then we were friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty instantly.
Yeah. I don't really remember a time of hanging out with you and not just being friends already. It's just hi, come inside.
You live here now. Talk to you every day. Hi.
Yeah, what was that like? What was us meeting for the first time was in Aspen.
It was in Aspen. Yeah. We had 2 separate Airbnbs.
That's right.
And what was the first day like? What did we do the first day?
So I think it was we were eating dinner because we had just gotten there from our flight, and you guys showed up as we were finishing up.
Yep. And so we met you guys, and then
in the hot tub, and we just talked. It was one of those really easy conversations, and that doesn't happen really often with 4 people.
No, especially the boys. When the boys can really connect, and you can just watch, and you're okay, we're good here.
Yeah, that is the most, I think, common complaint in open relationships or in non-monogamy and also in the creator world is that this woman is amazing and I love her and okay, and that's
the dude. Yeah, that's her man.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for coming.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to be in a group where we're all almost equally sexually attracted to each other. And everybody's beautiful. The boys are beautiful and they're best friends. The boys are best friends.
It's so cute. Like they text each other so much more than I was like ever expecting.
Sunny told me the other day that he messaged Ben, or he's like, should I message Ben? He was gonna go kite surfing. Like, should I check and see? I was like, yes. Ask your friend. How his day is. He's like, okay. It's really cute.
I love that so much.
Because Sunny's not a texter either, so it's a
Yeah.
really big deal if he messages you.
Yeah, no, he's totally like he try, and I do the same thing. Like I'm awful at texting. I actually still don't think I ever answered Sunny yesterday.
It's fine. You saw him today.
Just like had that moment in the middle of the day where you're just like, oh shit, I left Sunny on red. Like he sent me a really nice, sweet message, and I totally forgot to respond.
Loves you. It's okay.
So, I love you. Sorry.
No, but it was cool. Like the connection with you guys. I think the really big thing that also was a big bridger for us, like we went to that concert, and like music is such a love language for us, and like seeing it be so big for you guys as well, and like that you show the same, like you go to the concerts the same way. I was like, okay, we can hang. Like,
and that was did we have 2 nights together
we
to
had
hang out?
2 nights together.
Yeah.
That was on the second night. Yes, because you had
the
to.
second or third.
We hung out.
We hung out, yeah, like a lot.
Yeah, we hung out.
And I came back from the show. But I remember being at the show and it was like, you're still super new friends. And I just remember like Ben kind of like putting his arms around you guys.
Oh,
and just like, yeah, I'm like.
He like came up and hugged us and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You're all right.
It's a good group. So that is like blossomed a lot. And then we went to Lightning in a Bottle together.
We did.
That was, okay, so Lightning in a Bottle, like Saturday night of that music festival was like top 5 best nights of my life. Like it was
my birthday. It was so good.
It was your birthday, and that was just like such a fun night to see, especially Ben and Sunny, like adorable.
The cutest little boys in the whole world, just dancing and frolicking and skipping.
Yeah. We're just like watching them meander through crowds, and we're like walking behind them. We're like, I don't even think they'll notice if we stop. We would just stop walking, and they're just like, bye bye. Like there's no notice whatsoever.
No, it's really cool to see. Like women, obviously we can connect, but it's really cool to see guys connect, and I think that really brings like a safety into our own relationship of like, there is space here, there's patience here. Like we're not in any rush to do anything.
Yeah, it is really cool to see like that type of friendship having like the comfort, and I think it like makes each of them feel more safe and like free to be themselves in our group dynamic and with each other, and I just love that so much. Anyway, it's not about the boys.
Thanks, guys.
Talking about this girls' weekend. No boys allowed.
Yep, no boys allowed here.
We're just obsessed with it.
Love you guys so much.
But anyway, so our relationship has blossomed at Lightning in a Bottle. You asked me if I wanted to be your girlfriend.
I did. We had like some good conversations. Like some of the best conversations I've ever had with anybody, not just a woman.
Yeah.
But just a person.
I mean, we ended up like going from just like dancing and like flowing around to just like literally unpacking childhood traumas and like crying and then just like back at it.
It was so easy. Like that is something that I remember. It's just the whole thing felt so easy. And even in those moments where like I started to get like a little overwhelmed with some of the crowd and stuff, you were just like, where do you want to go?
Yeah,
like we're doing this together. I'm not married to anything. And that was really nice to just like have another woman that is just like, I see you. And we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Let's go float over here.
Got it. I just remember waking up after, I think it was Saturday morning, maybe Sunday morning, but I just remember waking up in the RV and like I was awake for maybe 10, like 15 minutes. I'm kind of bopping around and I was like, where are our friends?
You like texted me, why are you not here? We're like passed out in the van.
Still sleeping. But I was like, I've never had this experience of spending like a whole day with friends and then being like, you know who I need to see right now?
Friends.
Like those same friends.
Yeah.
But it was just like a full weekend of like, I did not ever feel like
wasn't draining.
Space.
Yeah.
Like Like, I don't know, that just never came for
Well,
me.
and I think we're both really good about like reading, like when somebody maybe needs a little bit of space, even without asking them, like just pulling back a little bit, letting you go on your own little wander and adventure, and then like meeting back up.
Yeah, and I think we're able to like get those little doses throughout the day, so then it like ends up not being draining.
No, I want to see you're here. I want to be with you. Where'd you go?
I'm doing my house.
No, and I think it was really cool. Like when we first initially invited you guys to Lightning in a Bottle, I didn't know if you would come. Like it's in California. It's a camping music festival with our friends. We've barely met. Like we didn't even know some of the people in our camp, and you guys were just like, "Poor town."
Oh yeah.
And I love that. Like,
I mean, plus the lineup was really exciting. So excited to see Skrillex, and then I still cannot get over us just absolutely gone in an inflatable couch, sharing a Capri Sun under an LED umbrella, using a whip as like a fire, a campfire between us. Again, just probably unpacking some shit, like
whole life.
Passing a Capri Sun back and forth. Like I was sick at this point. Like I got home so incredibly sick from this festival, and I was already just like popping cough drops and just. I never got up and danced to Skrillex.
We didn't. We were in a boat.
We were in a boat.
And I love boat. It was a good boat.
It was like one of the most perfect moments. Glad we actually captured a clip.
I know. No, it's. I've always felt like safe with you, which is really cool. Almost to the point where I'm like, I worry that I feel almost too safe sometimes. Where I'm like, okay, I don't want to overshare and then ever feel like I don't ever want to like dump on you, and I don't ever want it to feel like that. It's just like if you ask me how I am, I'm like, okay, I can share how I am, but I'm like, maybe not all of it today.
Yeah.
Maybe I save a little bit of that.
That's like something I think you just kind of figure out with time, that like even if you know it from the beginning, your brain I think still will just put up those little walls just to like keep yourself safe, just in case like it's not what you think it is. But I think kind of everyone in our little group has expressed just like how safe and loving and caring and easeful this dynamic is, and I love that.
Which is cool with 6 people. Like it's a big group.
I know. We are certainly including Tabby No Name in like a lot of our conversations. When our conversations meander from 4 to 6, that's who we're talking about.
So grateful. Don't know how we lucked out with 2 amazing, incredible humans.
All kind of met around the same time and just became a family, like immediately. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And still are. We were all talking about it. I was like, tricked you all into being my friends and gathered you all here. And I knew this was the group that I wanted, and everyone was like, I trapped you into being my friends.
So everybody which is really cool because everybody kind of pursued everybody. Yeah. But I did ask you to be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. I've never asked that question before in my whole life.
So that was like the big part of the conversation. Like, what does that mean for us? What is a relationship? Because we obviously each have partners. We're like, I mean, I describe Ben as like my life partner. But like non-monogamy is a very nuanced thing. And so I kind of just wanted to like say all the quiet parts out loud, you know?
Break down the wall.
Like, break down kind of everything about what that means. So I'm curious, like, we can kind of start from basic level of like the question of what makes a good relationship for you more generally.
I think, and this is really exciting because like this is the first like girlfriend relationship that I can say like I want to like cultivate and like really intentionally think about. So when I think of a good relationship, my biggest thing is communication, which is a huge turn on with you because you just run into communication, like hard emotions. You're like, I got that. Oh my God, it's terrifying, but okay, we're doing this together. So I think hard communication, and you have so much like capacity for love that it's really inspiring and really cool. I think patience is a really big thing as we start to like figure out what romance looks like between us. I think patience with communication of making sure that you feel loved and always taken care of on so many different levels. Like my friendship with you is the most important thing. Like I don't want to ever lose you as like my like star sister. Yeah. So like even if this doesn't work out romantically, like we still just continue driving the car. Yeah. So, and I think that's the really cool thing is just like not having really like any pressure around what we necessarily look like, but making sure that you always feel respected, so I know your boundaries.
Yeah.
I know your triggers. I think triggers are a really important thing. Like knowing your past is something that I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because it just gives me an insight into how to approach you and how to talk to you and what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad.
Yeah.
And I think a big thing, like when I think of a relationship with a woman, is like getting the confidence like in a sexual setting as well, because that is like such a new thing off camera, at least for me, that like when you like are on camera, you're like, okay, this is what we're doing. We both kind of agreed to this.
The camera initiated.
The camera's here. Like,
Thanks.
we got a plan here. Thank you for facilitating this. And then when there's not, like, it's really exciting and like it's going to feel a little awkward and confusing. And I think that's a part of a new relationship.
Yeah,
and being okay with the awkward and the confusing. And being able to like talk when they're like last night when I was just like, okay, you make me nervous, but in like the best way possible. I was like, I can't fall asleep. I've got a really cute girl next to me right now. Okay, good night.
Anyway.
Touch. I was like, where's your leg? I'm going to touch your leg.
Are you sleeping?
It's really cute though, because like it takes me back to the days of like going to the movie theater with like a boy and you're sitting next to each other and you're just like,
oh yeah, the slow, like your
like the little bit of pressure.
And you're like, when they have their arm around you but they're not touching you,
and you're just like vibrating with energy and you're just like, ah,
just do it. Yeah,
oh.
there's definitely.
And you wish they would have done it sooner because the movie's almost over and
Totally.
you're just like, come on, maybe we could have made out the whole time.
Those sparks are so fun though. Like, it's kind of the best part of like a new growing relationship. And having the friendship as the base, I think, is going to make this so like fluid in our lives where, you know, we might not always have the capacity for like a really involved romantic relationship outside of like our life partners, you know, because like relationships are fucking hard. And to always be able to come back to friendship when like there's not necessarily space for more is like so important to be able to maintain that and not feel like we can't spend time together just because we don't have like the
an
emotional
intimate space for it.
And that's what's so beautiful is that like, again, this has never felt like a draining relationship or a draining dynamic. Like it's always energized me. And that's like, I don't know, definitely a new experience, I think, especially with women for me.
I think a thing I really like about you is like, I don't have to fill the silence. Like with so many friends and so many women and romantic partners, like when it's quiet, like some people feel uncomfortable in that. And I just like existing with you in a space. Yeah. Like whether it's quiet or loud or dancing or not, like, it's just nice having your energy.
I'm so excited to Skye's moving to be my neighbor.
Like right next to her basement. Hi, I love you. We met 3 months ago.
Doubting that any of this is real.
We got a U-Haul and we're lesbians driving it to the Pacific Northwest.
We fully just lesbians this right up.
Yeah. It's really cool how quickly it moved because it feels like I've known you for like lifetimes and it's been like 4 months.
Yeah, it was March.
I think that's what I was talking to Ben about. And he's like, we just met. Like, he's like, I know, and I love you.
I love you.
Did you know your partner has a room at our house? So.
Yeah, that's what I'm like super excited for is to, you know, spend more and more time with you where it isn't necessarily that we like have to get everything out of that time because we're, you know, only seeing each other once a month and just like I'm excited to see the casualness.
The casual. You're just coming over, like, I just, like, walk into the kitchen, you're, like, making yourself dinner.
Yeah,
and,
like, I'm just here.
Yeah, and, like, it's going to be really fun to, like, see your habits and, like, your little routines and, like, because I want to see, like, the food that you like, because I want to, like, surprise you with things from the store. Like, when I go, I'm like, okay, what does she like? Like, that's one of my favorite little things. I'm just like, got you something. Yeah, so. I love that about you. I do, too. Like, I like to be thoughtful and you're the first girl I sent flowers to.
I know. It was the cutest shit ever. I just exploded in joy. Like, girlfriend, send me flowers.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so what makes a good relationship for you?
Oh, I mean, you know, a lot of what you've talked about, certainly trust. And, like, when it comes to communication, that's the biggest part is, like, to trust that someone will hear you and like work through whatever it is that you're talking about, because it's so easy to, you know, get offended or take things personally or take things the wrong way and just like kind of let your emotions carry you away when someone's like talking to you. But I feel like we will continue building trust that I can bring anything to you and we will talk about it and get through it. And like something that I said really early on was that like we are going to have like stuff like you, because you were getting, you know, anxious about like, what if I'm too much, or like what if I'm you know,
like if it's
being annoying
one thing and then you
whatever.
leave.
What if she's mad at me, or what if they're mad at me? And all of those things like can still, all of those things can happen. We can get upset with each other, we can like have difficult moments in our relationship, but like I think that's what a relationship is like deciding that you're going to move through those things and not just like drop it when those things come up. And like within our group, you know, we've already had moments of like, okay, I need to communicate some uncomfortable emotion, and that's going to continue to come up. Like we are like 3 couples that are navigating a lot of like we're all kind of dating each other in some capacity and still figuring out what that capacity is and what that looks like. But there's so much to learn about how to navigate those relationships. And like deciding that that's what we're doing is kind of like the most important base, I think. Like I
think it's really nice that like there's truly an investment in each other. Like it is, I'm here for the long run. Like I truly want this relationship. I don't know what you would do unless you were just like lying or like really maliciously were trying to hurt me, that I wouldn't want you around. Like I want our group and I want us to always assume like positive intent. Like you're not doing anything to purposely hurt anybody.
And I think it helps to really like come when you do need to bring a difficult emotion to someone to bring that with the knowing that like this person was not trying to hurt me, but they still did. And I can still tell you that and receive the like assurance that I need, or, you know, work to forgiveness together. And it's not about like, you know, one person having to earn it back and like,
no,
you know,
I'm gonna validate your experience. And like, I appreciate, like, that's how we grow. So it's really nice. I've not had a lot of mature relationships like that. So that's where my anxious attachment is like, what is this? We're grasping. And it's like, okay, we're going to just chill. We're going to just live in this moment. But it's kind of cute to me sometimes with the anxious attachment, because it does show that I really do care. And there's just these like little protectors that are like, okay, there's lots of things we can do, like run. Like we could just run so far away from Piper and it'd be not fine, but we'll be fine.
I mean, we're like still in the zone. We're like, we would be okay, right? But like pushing through that point.
I would miss you a lot. Like just like who you are as a human, like whether that is on a romantic level or not, like you are such a cool person.
You know, and I'm still like seeing, like I'm feeling very invested in like our futures together. Like it's so fun to dream up all these big dreams with
Never
you.
had that before. We're like, we're planning like business ideas and living ideas. And like future friend ideas is an amazing thing.
We're going to build our big light up Candyland property. It's going to be amazing.
You're going to go clubbing?
I'm going to go clubbing.
It'll be great.
I love that so much. Did we talk about like bisexuality?
I am.
Okay. I don't even know where to begin.
I guess I would just like, how do you identify? Like if somebody asked you, like, what is your sexuality?
I mean, I say that I'm bisexual, and I typically kind of add an asterisk that like it doesn't extend beyond the binary, but I know that like bisexual is being used more and more to describe like still a more inclusive version of that. Because I don't think that gender doesn't play any role in my sexuality. I think that it does, but I've become more and more like aware of where my attractions are, and they're all over the place. Like I mean, I've always kind of known that I was attracted to women, but it's become, I've given myself a lot more permission, I think, like in the last couple of years to genuinely enjoy that type of connection with a woman, like without any shame attached to it. And maybe there still is deep down, Like we've already kind of talked a little bit about, like, I remember feeling in high school that like I'm not allowed to be gay. Like my dad would never allow it. And it was kind of a joke because at the time I was seeing guys and it didn't really feel like it mattered that much. So I was kind of like, yeah, hilarious. Like if I was lesbian, I'm not.
I wouldn't.
Not a thing. So growing from that to being like, okay, no, I actually like, I'm not just playing with women to please the man in the room. Yeah. Like I'm doing this for me.
This is doing something to me.
Yeah. And I want to like fully enjoy that. And that's been really fun, and I'm excited to continue exploring more of that with you.
Just have a pillow fight.
Just the cutest, vicious animal fight.
Oh my God, that is one thing. Like you're gonna do something cute at the house, and I'm just gonna like throw a stuffy at you. I'm so excited to live so close to you.
I know, I'm very excited. We only have, what, like 6 weeks?
Yeah, I have not even that. I don't think. It's like, it's a month from 4 days from now.
Yeah.
35
to get your pod in at least. So if it's starting.
I'm not even packed yet.
She's got a lot of stuff to do.
I got a lot of stuff to do.
Like supposed to start packing up her stuff.
Yeah,
She's
so
got a
like,
whole project.
But instead I wanted Piper to come to town.
Yeah,
girls' weekend.
Yeah, I told Ben we were like planning a girls' weekend. He was like, "Oh, did Skye have 20 minutes in between?
We got one day
projects to go do a thing."
I do love him because he does understand the like little firefighter in me that's just like, we need to work and run everybody over.
He gets it. I do. That's actually another thing I do want to talk about is kind of our connections and our dynamic with like each other's partners and what a relationship with us looks like with them involved, just from like a practical standpoint, because, you know, we're not like running a household together. There are certain things that, like, you know, our relationship with each other is going to be different from our relationship with our life partners. And I'm curious, like, I mean, to hear from you, but also just to like explore it more. Tell me about like your relationship with Ben and what that's been like with, I don't know, and also like how my connection with Sunny has made you feel, maybe from the beginning, and generally about non-monogamy, all that good stuff.
I just answer all the questions
right now.
Here's the plate. Okay, so I'm going to start with Ben and kind of our progression of the relationship from like my point of view. So when you guys came to town, I've always found it a little bit harder to connect with the males because one, I want to, like, in my mind, you're the gatekeeper of all of this play, right? You get to facilitate a lot of this, and I always want to be incredibly respectful for you because I think navigating jealousy, navigating boundaries is a hard thing to do, especially when we've got like 2 days and we're trying to make content kind of thing. And so trying to like create this connection, but also understand these boundaries, this expectation, and how we can work together. And I would say I didn't like connect with him right away. Like definitely like saw him very attractive, like very similar to Sunny. And that was kind of like what is this?
They are twins.
They're twins. Like everybody kind of looks alike. It's really weird in the best way possible. But like I didn't have a full connection with him. And I just don't think like I didn't want to focus on that right away because I wanted to focus on you. I was like, if this is going to be a friendship, it starts with this beautiful goddess right here. And I even felt like worried and like nervous that I was just like, I'm not Piper. Like because you know, you have these worries of just like, we have these primary partners and we're trying to open this up. And I'm like, I might be so different that this is awkward and hard. Right. But after the show, like I remember, it was just like Ben and I in bed together and like we were just chatting and I was like rubbing his back because one thing I've picked up with him is like loves massaging people and I'm like, okay, he's very into his body, like into how bodies work. He's very into taking care of bodies. And I was like, I want to give this back to you. It's something I'm not great at. I'm working on it, but I'm like, I'm gonna rub you. And so like just sitting on him and just rubbing his back and like the most like sensual but not sexual way was a really, really cool thing where I'm like, I do love this person. And kissing him was so weird because it was like I'm kissing Sunny. Like you guys kiss the same. And so that was a really cool thing because kissing's hard. Like if
kissing can be
kissing
hard.
is hard and you're just like, I'm trying to understand where you're going with this. And when you can just fall into it, you're like, this is good.
I remember you kissed and then you guys started talking about kissing and Sunny and I were like just starting to kind of melt into each other and you were like talking through just like that feeling of like when you're kind of figuring it out and like kind of moving together and it's like a little bit of a dance and I remember we like Sunny and I separated and I was like I feel like we just
like
had a guided
meditative
meditation through this makeout. It was like super lovely and like really cool way to connect like with our partners there kind of being part of that. Like it was really beautiful.
Yeah. So that was a big moment of just like connection where I was like, okay, I feel comfortable with this person. And I felt comfortable in the sense that like we were making content, but there was no pressure to do anything. And that's a really important thing with Sunny and I's experience is like, it can't feel pressured. Like it needs to feel really natural. And if we don't get it the first however many times, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make connection. And then when was the second time we hung out? Was it Lightning in a Bottle? Or did we see you guys before that?
No, Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree was before that. Yeah. Yeah, we had a birthday in Joshua Tree, which was
we had cool. Like these awesome like little group events. So we had Vandalex in Aspen, and then Ben's birthday in Joshua Tree,
and then
Lightning in a Bottle.
My birthday, and then Sunny's birthday, and
that's right. So this is like the 5th time that we've hung out.
Like literally every month, I have to see you before I move in with you.
This is my best friend. We've seen each other a total of 5 times, like 5 separate occasions.
And now we're stuck.
That's insane.
And I remember like being in Joshua Tree. Like I love Ben so much because he's so funny. Like the dude can make me laugh, and I'm like, he's the mayor, like he's everything. I can appreciate a good sense of humor, the callback on jokes. He's so smart. Like there's a lot of attractive features about this human. And as a demisexual and a sapiosexual, I'm like, okay, emotionally I'm attracted to you, and intellectually I'm attracted to you. Ka-cha. And it's been really cool. I actually had a conversation with him after you guys left of just like, I would really love to be able to connect with him like a little bit more. And even if that's just like us going to like coffee or something and just talking, like getting to know each other. And like, because I think we have a lot of similarities, especially like with the way we work and the work ethic that we kind of have with each other, that I think there's some things there. And I would love to know like what makes him feel good. Like and I think it's really cool that you're open to that. And same with Sunny, like seeing you with him, it's good. It's good. It's beautiful. And it's really beautiful because like there's no jealousy on my end with that. So I get to just fully there's so much compersion that I'm just like, it makes so feel good. And then it's really cool to be able to be like next to your partner, watching you guys in that sense where we're both just like, yes.
That was kind of like, beautiful. That was a moment for me, actually, my first time like with Sunny that way. And like feeling the genuine enjoyment from Ben. Because like I have been a little bit nervous about him and kind of what his like actual reactions would be. I knew he was really open to it and he wasn't particularly nervous. But like you get nervous about like making your partner feel bad. And there was, so much love that it just like really solidified a lot for me that like, okay, yes, this connection is safe because that connection is safe and secure and like we are solid and it leaves so much space to explore all of these other
be and feel.
Yeah, really intimate connections. This is not just sex like with any of us. There is like a true connection and that's
it was beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And that's something you have to talk about within non-monogamy and like particularly I think in the creator world because so many people, play with other people, but there are these walls up like, we don't have relationships with other people or we don't
play with other males.
They have so many like kind of it's in such a specific container. And with us there's so much freedom for like actually leaning into all those good feelings
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. And my partner's enjoying it. And it's just such a beautiful
This totality of just love. Yeah, because I think that's a really hard experience when you're with somebody and they're not fully in it, and you're just like, we don't have to do this. Like, you can just watch your partner. Like, I'll sit next to you and watch your partner kind of thing.
Totally. I've definitely had that experience where you're like with a man and he's like checking in on his wife so much that you're like, is she okay? Are you guys okay with this? Like,
where do I look right now?
Like,
yeah. So it's really cool to just be in and I think it comes back to the friendship. Like, that's something that my relationship with Sunny is based around us being best friends first. And so I think that, and that's why we've gotten to explore so many things so quickly, is like, we have that foundation already. Yeah. We've got the foundation of communication, of curiosity, of love, and making each other feel good, whatever it looks like. Like, my interest is you and like whatever makes you happy kind of thing. Like, and I think that's a cool thing. I just want to see you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy with us.
I'm happy. I'm good with
cool.
this. Yeah. And that's not to say like there's not jealousy. Like, that's going to happen. And I think a big part of the jealousy is almost this just like FOMO feeling of just like the fear of like missing out, or the fear of just like almost getting left behind, of just like, okay, these guys are moving really quickly and there's no way that we can do that.
Yeah.
But I think it's also, it just comes back to trust.
Yeah.
And like, no, we're all going to have our own relationships with everybody. And like, I think the biggest thing is I want to be able to celebrate all of those relationships and hear about all of them. And even if like in the moment it's like, well, I feel a little sad that I wasn't there, but that's fucking amazing. And I'm so psyched for it.
Yeah. So that was something that we identified pretty quickly after Joshua Tree, after everyone like kind of spent time together for the first time. And like after we realized like, okay, this is a thing, like this group is a thing. And, Ben and I talked when we got home, like there are going to be moments within this group dynamic where like jealousy comes up and it's not going to make a ton of sense immediately because it might not be where people might expect it to be. Like, oh, you're jealous that like your partner is connecting with someone else. And like, I'm way more likely to be jealous that like the girls are off doing something and I'm not part of it.
Girls' day without me.
Yeah. So like there are like so many places where that can come up, and to be able to share that and like work through it and not say, you can't do that because it makes me jealous, and instead be like, okay, how can we care for my jealousy and like move through that together and be supported and not have to like shut things down just because there are bad.
And like, giving power to the jealousy just to like validate it, but not overpowering us from jealousy, like that it controls us in a way that we don't like. Like, I always think of jealousy as like this like shadow part of us that we need to listen to. Like jealousy is trying to tell us something, and it's trying to either protect us from something or we're feeling hurt. And when we just like, I don't know, this whole idea of like, well, you're not supposed to make your friends or your partner jealous. Like, I'm not responsible for your emotions. I'm going to validate them. I'm going to hold them. But ultimately, like, I can't be responsible for that. And I want to work with you when you're working through those things. And
it's not my job to not cause you jealousy. It's my job to support you in whatever emotions that you're feeling and validate that and have space for that. And I think that like we're all in a really good place that like we've worked through a lot of those things in our own relationships. It makes it so much easier to carry that into
a group dynamic with other people, because you're like, I've done this, I've got this. This is really secure. So this can feel a little insecure while I'm working this out. And it's nice to be able to like I don't share everything with Sunny because he doesn't need to know everything about our relationship. Like that's the fun part about our relationship. But there are some things that I'm just like, I'm feeling a little nervous about this. And it's really nice. Like he's in friend mode at that point.
Right.
And he's not trying to like there's no solutions. He's just there. He's like, okay, I'm listening to you.
Oh, no solutions. I don't know if
it
Ben
takes
knows
a while.
how to do that.
Have you tried this?
He's got solutions. He's got a big pocket.
A fanny pack full of solutions.
You got problems? I got answers. He's ready. But yeah, that is super important just to be able to like listen and hold space for that. And also be okay with difficult emotions coming up. Like this was something that I talked with you and Tabby about, was that like I've always been one to really dive into deep, uncomfortable emotion. Always compare it like between Ben and me, he's the one who would like jump off a building or do the like adrenaline seeking things. And I'm like, I'm good. I have enough anxiety. Like I don't really need to give it steroids, but like I will sit with uncomfortable emotions. That's me jumping off a bridge. Like that's
I'd rather jump off a bridge sometimes. I'm like, no.
I honestly think most people would.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to feel all of your discomfort, or do you want?
Well, it just
like...
hasn't been safe for us to feel it sometimes. You're just like, this is really new, and somebody who wants to lean into this, like, that's really great. I'm super
really
excited.
great.
It's really great. We're having this conversation right now.
Yeah.
No, and I think it's great. Like it is a really safe space to be able to explore.
Yeah, that's one of the things that like I wanted. That was one of the main things I expressed. Was like I want everyone in the group to feel like they can talk about whatever they are feeling, and not have the reaction be like, oh, okay, well we have to stop everything or stop doing things, like, because that also makes it an unsafe space if you can't talk about things without like the only solution being
this
to
is
stop.
over. Yeah.
No, I'm asking you to listen, not like shut it down.
You don't have to change anything right now.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you how I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a really beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
If we're in like a group setting, or group setting specifically, but I think more so in general, like let's say I wanted to kiss you in the group setting. What does that look like? Is it me asking you? Is it
No?
Because that was one thing where I was like, I could just go up and snuggle her and kiss her face right now, and I was like, is that okay in a group setting? Like,
yeah. I'm very open and comfortable with that type of affection. I've like possibly too much so. When I was first exploring polyamory, I was really excited. I was thriving. I was like, I had all these little boyfriends and girlfriends, and I went to like my roommates and I hosted a beach volleyball day at the river.
Okay.
And so we both invited a bunch of people, and like I think there were 5. Like we could have made a whole volleyball team with all the people I was sleeping with at this volleyball event. Like we could have
going around.
And there was a moment, and like it was new to me and new to my roommates. Like they're seeing this for the first time, and they were really cool and open. But this was like, my roommate at the time, just call him like Andrew.
Perfect.
He was like, he talked to me after the fact, because at the beach I was like rubbing, like me and this girl are like rubbing sunscreen on each other and like making out, and like probably like I don't think we like got topless or anything, but like it was getting close. It was sensual. I'm a sensual person. That's what was happening. And there was like, and I probably kissed like all of the people that I was like,
going around. Yeah, it's sleeping with your relationships.
I'm a PDA kind of person, honestly. I love expressing affection, and I'm not like necessarily gross about it. Like I'm not trying to like be grinding on someone in public and like making
feels good right now. I want to make out with you.
Exactly. But yeah, he talked to me about it after the fact. He was like, that just like threw me off a little bit. I was like not in my element. I felt a little uncomfortable. I don't necessarily need you to change anything. I just wanted to let you know where my head was at. And I was like, that's cool. I can tone it down at volleyball. Like that's fine.
Because I don't need to be running around making out with everybody all the time. But I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's like, and it's also, I think PDA in particular with women is like validating a part of me that like, it really is kind of shutting down the shameful parts of my like bisexuality that I think I'm maybe still working through a bit. And it's like showing myself that like, this is okay to do out in public. Yeah. This is a thing that I enjoy, and like, I love this person, and if I can do this with my partner out in the open, or like, with my heterosexual partner, like, why can't I do this with one? And then so I think it's like validating in general, but like also just for myself to be like, this is a good thing.
No, picking you up from the airport yesterday was really cute.
Yeah.
So many people. Who are you picking? Who are you waiting? Your girlfriend? We're up to her and kiss her too. My like neon pink outfit.
this.
Yeah.
So cute.
It is really cute.
Bubble
Yeah.
pants.
I think that's like one of my favorite things is just like I get to be cute with a woman. Because women are so cute. Like we get to be girly, we get to like share clothes, we just get to be women together and support each other and like our inner children and the like teenage girls in us that want to like go shopping and the dance parties that I don't get to do with Sunny. Like I'm excited for those things.
Yeah. We have a lot of space for kind of any type of fun and play and conversation, and I love that. We really can like meander among so many different things, and yeah, that's just very special.
Very special.
Very special. I like you. Okay. Okay. Good night.
Tuck each other in.
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed, we have like matching clothes too.
Yep.
And
we're gonna share a closet soon. We're gonna share Skye's closet soon.
We're gonna share all the things. We share all the things.
We do. We share a lot of stuff. Well, thanks for listening. I don't know how helpful this will be to anyone, but it's important to us.
Yeah, it's very important to us.
Yeah. And this whole, I like having these conversations on camera almost adds a little bit of structure to them in a way that like helps us work through things.
Yeah, like where it's like, there's a wall here, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And now we've got video evidence.
Yeah, and then we can go back and watch it for ourselves.
Do it. No, I think it's really important. Like, there's so many of us that are trying to explore sexuality and feel comfortable with it, and there's shame. There's so much shame around it, and so just having friends in the world that are exploring the same things.
And there's so much curiosity and questions around non-monogamy and how that works from like a very real place.
Yeah.
And I think there's maybe not a lot of that in such a natural way in like, especially in the porn world, in like in the work that we do. It's really cool to be able to like connect with people who also make really similar content in a lot of ways.
Very lucky thing.
Really cool.
Yeah. So
I like you guys. Okay, good night.
I love you.
Love you.
Thank you. Thank you.